Live from Studio 6B in the Fimble-Jamont Recreational Center for the Fashionably Exasperated, it's Pran Funkels Live. And now, join us for lots of prank phone calls.
Pran Funkels. It's another fun and exciting night on Pran Funkels.
We're gonna cook for you, okay?
I knew what that was, just the audience cheering in the left speaker. I instantly knew what it was. Is this a new revelation?
I don't know if this is actually some cooking or...
I got this great recipe, but who does the cooking at your house, Jack?
Well, I have a housekeeper that's been with me about 30 years, and I taught her how to cook, you know, the health way.
Mm-hmm.
And
Who is that?
I don't know. Let me share the screen.
Start sharing.
Okay.
Is this on YouTube? Oh, okay.
yeah, but I do a lot of cooking. You know, I've written a couple cookbooks, and I'm really into cooking.
But you know, somebody else cooks. I mean, I know this because I've met her, and she's come to my exercise class. This is Jack's wife. She's really very lovely. Her name is Elaine Lane.
I was gonna say, do you know what her name is? Elaine Lane. That's probably from Slim Cookin', I'm guessing.
Maybe.
Looks very brown. Like it's from 1987 or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I think he had multiple sort of local or syndicated shows, but... So that's on YouTube, but it's not labeled as to what it's from.
No, it just says Richard Simmons cooking.
With Mr. Jacques Lalane.
Yeah.
That's funny because that Jack LaLanne just came up. I was listening to something that Patrick recommended, and it's from Conan O'Brien's podcast. He did like a special 4-part series of... They wrote... Back in 1991, they wrote a Hans and Franz movie.
They did.
Did you listen to that?
No. I know of Hans and Franz, and thinking of that as a movie is kind of silly. Or...
Yeah, so, you know, of course, Dana Carvey and Kevin Nealon and Robert Smigel and Conan O'Brien wrote the script together. So they're basically just, like, revisiting and reading it, like acting it out, kind of.
Okay.
Not the entire movie, but select, you know, scenes from it. But yeah, it's just pretty fucking ridiculous. Like, they just... Because the whole idea... Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but the whole idea was, like, at the time, Arnold Schwarzenegger had already appeared on like 1 or 2 Hans and Franz sketches and enjoyed it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So they wrote the whole thing just kind of basically assuming that Arnold would agree to be in the movie.
And he didn't.
And then, yeah, he didn't.
Oh.
But like the whole thing, they just wrote with that assumption. So of course they had like all these other wacky celebrity appearances that were going to happen, and Jack LaLanne was one of them. But
Oh, okay.
It's a little bit of a spoiler, but not much. But
I would not have guessed that.
it's pretty interesting. It's in 4 parts, and like each one is around 30 minutes, so it's pretty easy to, you know, take in. It's not like one big long 2-hour podcast or anything.
Okay.
But yeah, that was one of those things where Patrick recommended that I listen to something, and sometimes when people recommend I listen to something that they think I would like, I actually check it out. Isn't that weird?
Wow, really? It's outrageous, Cody. How could you?
And there's a lot of people who...
What?
There's a lot of people who... They'll watch or listen to any fucking thing in the world unless their friend tells them that they think they would like it. Like, oh, you'd totally be this, you would love this, and then, well, I'm definitely not going to listen to it ever then.
Yeah.
Whether it's a band or a podcast or, you know, watching a show or a movie.
Yeah. I don't get it.
You know there's coolers and there's cooler, but your mouth will never fool you, cause taste make a Calvin cooler cooler. Ain't nothing cooler than a Calvin. What makes Calvin's cooler cooler than any other wine cooler? It tastes the real fruit juice, like raspberry. Ain't nothing cooler than a Calvin.
And Calvin has 6 cool flavors, even her favorite, passion.
Cock.
Ain't nothing cooler than a Calvin.
Calvin's delicious.
So that was a wannabe Bobcat Goldthwait from the 80s.
It's like a wrestler.
An actual one?
Oh, I don't
Or
know.
like a, you know...
Wacky one? Maybe. I don't know. Let me bring it up.
Like a central casting wrestler.
You know.
Okay, let me share the screen.
And then it was, you know, that lady from...
That lady from everything in the 80s and 90s that's very dirty.
Not that it's the same
You know
lady.
there's coolers and there's cooler, but your mouth.
Oops.
It's a couple of gentlemen wearing
But
headphones.
your mouth will never fool you, cause taste make a Calvin cooler cooler. Ain't nothing cooler than a Calvin. What makes Calvin's cooler cooler than any other wine cooler? It tastes the real fruit juice, like raspberry. Ain't nothing cooler than a Calvin.
If Mike were on, he could probably tell us if
6 cool flavors, even
that
her
was an
favorite,
actual wrestler.
passion.
Ain't nothing cooler than a Calvin.
Calvin's delicious.
I
That's
don't know if that's a wrestler or not.
I can't tell. It looks like it's just generic enough. It might just be, you know...
Tastes the real fruit juice.
He looks like he might be an actual wrestler. And this is a Canadian wine cooler, isn't that right?
I don't know. Just on the
What
name.
is he...
Oh,
Is he holding a...
raspberries?
What is he holding there?
Raspberries?
Like raspberry.
Oh, that's funny. Because I have a... Kira, can I have control of my screen again?
Okay.
Wait, never mind. I clicked off of it.
Oh.
That's funny because I had this queued up, and it must have been one of those psychic things. But our in-house robot, Ronnie, has something he wanted to tell us about, and I don't know if he's going to make any calls tonight, but he might be eager to tell someone that we call about it. But do you want to hear it?
Okay.
He had kind of an admission that he wanted to tell us about. Are you ready?
I don't know. I hope so.
I like to get poked in the sides with pipe cleaners while I'm buttering raspberries.
What the fuck?
It's the only way I can achieve orgasm in my pants.
Well, glad you found it.
A lot of semen shoots out of my urethra.
That was him. That was his 1.12 second orgasm. There.
Sounded like the Microsoft Sam trying to say soy.
I think it was... Nah, actually it was David, so...
I know.
Not to give away trade secrets here. Soy?
What makes Calvin cooler than any other?
So he's got raspberries. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I already had that typed in there, of course.
Well, it's a cosmic night.
Tonight's episode of Pran Funkels is brought to you by raspberries. What do you know about raspberries, Jake?
Nothing. He doesn't want to sing.
I'll tell you what he knows. Jacques Shite.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, Mike's going to be joining us soon, hopefully.
Yeah,
Although,
he needs to get on here.
he sent me a text a while ago, and it was just a picture where I can clearly see something interesting. Do you want to guess what it is, Kira?
Dick pic.
Well, he was making dinner earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope I'm not giving away too much. But apparently there were some complications, and I knew they were gonna be seeking alternate sources for sustenance. So yeah, he sent me a picture, and he's in the Whataburger drive-thru.
Oh god.
Or he was. Surely they've gotten their food by now, and they're back home. Hopefully digesting it, and he's getting ready to join the show.
That'd be nice.
I miss those days of eating dinner at midnight. Being able to do that.
It is pretty nice.
Yeah. I mean, there was a time when he couldn't do that either. But there's nothing cooler than a Calvin.
Yeah.
What was the thing a week or two ago with that I said that I made a Hobbes reference with
bestiality.
He was eating or
tasting.
Yeah, tasting Calvin. Nothing tastes better than Calvin.
I ain't never seen a people that taste the Calvinistical town. Because I love the taste of Calvin, it's the coolest one around.
Oh, God. The end of that sounds like a video game, like Galaga or something. What happened? Okay. Or Defender when you die or something.
The Defender sees lots of alien ships.
The Defender sees lots of alien ships.
Did his throat get caught? His electronic throat toward the end?
Uh-oh.
Stop shaking me.
It was like a pop-up. I don't know what it was. Some error message.
The Defender sees lots of radar blips.
Oh, okay. Mike's texting me. Says no audio.
Oh.
And that might mean the feed is like that?
Yeah.
That's great. Alright. Well, at least we hadn't made any calls yet.
Yep, it's on now.
Oh, shit. Well, should we start over?
Yeah.
Alright, let's start over. There's some bonus material for people who listen on archive.
Alright. Here we go.
Had some audio issues here.
Live from Studio 6B in the Fimble Jamont Recreational Center for the Fashionably Exasperated, it's Pran Funkels. Live. And now, Join us for lots of prank phone calls.
Pran Funkels. All right. Well, we thought we were live, but we apparently the audience couldn't hear any audio. That's interesting. Wonder if YouTube is glitching out or something. People are having problems with their audio.
F you. F you.
Now that's the guy from the
F you.
From the Francis Scott Key Ministries from last week.
Mm-hmm.
Got a guy from Christian Ministry to say F you to us.
That's quite an accomplishment.
That guy, we've called him over the years infrequently, I think, but it seems like it's always that same guy, and he always like slams down his... I was trying to think of this last week, but almond-colored AT&T business phone. Well, now that's a Merlin. That's a black with gray buttons and shit. At least the ones I was familiar with were the, 87 probably era, the newer. But there was like the early to mid 80s ones that were like brownish AT&T phones. Anyway, welcome to Pran Funkels. Let's try to recap what we talked about that no one could hear except on the archive. We might include that, Kira?
Just re-upload the whole thing to YouTube, probably.
Yeah. Well, shit. So, what were we talking about?
I don't know.
We didn't make any calls that anybody missed. That's the good news.
Right.
You played a clip of...
You know there's coolers and there's coolers, but your mouth will never fool you.
The Calvin Cooler, another commercial for that, in which a wrestling enthusiast individual is on it, and we're not sure if it's an actual wrestling guy, and we were wishing Mike was on the show to let us know, but maybe some of our audience just might recognize his voice, but he's supposed to look like a wrestler, but we're not sure if he is an actual one appearing in this commercial or not, but apparently he is showing us some raspberries, if you know what I mean.
He sure is.
And I had a whole thing. Actually, I think I can reload it. Yes, I can. Okay, good. So that came up, and I said, oh, that's interesting that it's raspberries, because I had this whole thing from our Pran Funkels house robot, who has a certain thing that he wanted to admit to us. Do you want to revisit that, Kira? I don't think you do, but let's do it anyway.
Okay.
I like to get poked in the sides with pipe cleaners while I'm buttering raspberries. It's the only way I can achieve orgasm in my pants. A lot of semen shoots out of my urethra.
Okay. So we had that.
Stop shaking me.
And then we had the Defender.
Yes.
The Defender sees lots of alien ships.
Okay.
Is he playing Kaboom or something?
I think he's playing Kaboom in his pants.
Classic rock.
Welcome to Pran Funkels. Glad you can hear us now.
Yeah. And you missed, like, a rap? Like...
You know there's coolers and there's cooler. But your mouth will never fool you, cause taste makes a Calvin cooler cooler. Ain't nothing cooler than a Calvin. What makes Calvin's cooler cooler than any other wine cooler? It tastes the real fruit juice, like raspberry. Ain't nothing cooler than a Calvin.
And Calvin has 6 cool flavors, even her favorite, passion.
Penis.
Ain't nothing cooler than a Calvin.
Calvin's delicious.
My daughter likes to suck penis.
Who's this?
I don't know.
Is it a fella? You want me to answer it?
No.
Oh, I know who this is. It's
Oh.
not a... Pran Funkels.
I like to order some Calvin coolers.
What flavor are you interested in?
Now, some, and there's so many great flavors. I'm just thinking about the Treadberries.
No, we only have penis-shaped flavors.
You know, you pour them out of the bottle in your mouth, and they're shaped like dicks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think I can probably handle that. I'll accept that. How's it going, everybody?
Cucumbers and mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise? What are mayonnaise?
Wait, I misspelled that. Hang on.
Cucumbers and mayonnaise.
There we go.
Now we're cooking with gas. Now I push the button.
I just got home and I just turned on the stream because I was out with our friend Willie, call her Chris, and I just got home and just realized you guys had to start streaming, and I was hearing the voice they were talking, and it made me laugh. So I thought I'd just call in.
Well, you missed some, I don't know how many, 15 minutes or so of silence before that.
Oh, really? What happened?
I don't know. There was some kind of YouTube mishap. Kira, are you there?
Mm-hmm.
Patrick, did you, or I don't know if Kira wants to elaborate on that.
I was setting up OBS and did not unmute as I usually do.
Ah.
Yeah. Well,
because that stupid thing did that false start with the bitchin' picture show, and it's just gonna like broadcast. That's why
I don't know why it does that. It's so weird.
I know. So I always keep it muted.
It really wants us to do a bitchin' picture show again.
Yeah. So it's always muted in case that happens, but then I forgot to unmute, so that's why. But I'll just re-upload this anyway.
False start on the offense.
What? I guess we'll have to do another bitchin' picture show on April 1st again. The commish this April 1st. Past April 1st.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It's a discussion for off the air probably, but it would be fun to do that kind of thing where the audience could actually see it, the movie or show.
I heard the robot, the AI voice talking about ejaculating into his pants or something. It made me laugh.
I don't know. What are you talking about?
I don't even remember.
What are you talking about?
A minute ago, you were talking about the AI voice that you used there.
Oh, yeah.
The drunk AI voice was saying something about coming in his pants or something.
So I think we were not broadcasting, but I was talking about the... Yeah, so that was one of the things. Kira played a clip. Do you want to play that clip again, or do you want to just move on?
What, the wrestler?
No, of the possible Slim cooking clip.
Oh, yeah.
Slim cooking, huh?
And it reminded me of something.
Okay.
Okay.
Not sure.
Slim cooking bitches.
What the fuck?
Slim cooking.
Richard Simmons is a neat guy.
We're gonna cook for you, okay?
We're gonna cook for
I got this
you.
great recipe, but who does the cooking at your house, Jack?
Well, I have a housekeeper that's been with me about 30 years, and I taught her how to cook, you know, the health way.
Mm-hmm.
And but I do a lot of cooking. You know, I've written a couple of cookbooks, and I'm really into cooking.
But you know,
I love
somebody else cooks. I mean, I know this because I've met her. And
Yeah,
she's,
my
she's come
housekeeper,
to
my
exercise
wife.
class. This is Jack's wife. She's really very lovely. Her name is Elaine Lane. And since she couldn't be with us today, I thought I'd just prop her up to you.
Elaine Lane.
Lala.
His wife's...
I heard
Let's meet up,
that
okay?
her real name was like Ruth, and you made her change it to Elaine because you wanted to rhyme. Is that true?
It was Stinky.
Stinky?
Yeah. That's when I get mad at her.
I gotta show you this recipe because it's easy and
Okay,
it goes
let's
along
do it.
with everything that you
Yeah,
believe
he's a
in.
real Jack
You know what
Arnold.
these are Ortega chilies.
Yep.
You know,
Excellent. A lot of
or earrings, either one. Anyway.
A lot of...
Well, Patrick can't actually see it, unfortunately.
So yeah, that's Jack LaLanne, whose wife's name is Elaine LaLanne.
Oh, okay. His wife's name was actually Elaine LaLanne.
Yeah.
He married a woman, Jack LaLanne, married a woman named Elaine.
Well, that's what Richard was talking about there. Like, did you make her change her name? But he's also, Jack is, of course, you know, being a gentleman from the 40s or 50s, is, you know, had a housekeeper that was making my dinner. Yeah, it's my wife. Yeah, I made her change her name there.
Yeah,
Made a
that's
couple
interesting because we were talking about the Lost Hans and Franz movie podcast.
Yes.
Conan
So that's
did.
that.
And Jack LaLanne is a part of that. We won't say how, but
Yeah, that I brought that up, and I tried not to spoil anything, but yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, Jack.
That the live audience couldn't hear, I don't think, but it is going to be on the. If you're listening to the archive, you're hearing us talk about this twice. But
Yeah.
now Patrick's here to talk about it.
well, there's a good reason to listen to the archive versions on archive.org. You know, that's the thing is, does it still say on the YouTubes that better quality, you know, audio is on the archive versions? Because
it should.
Well, but the thing about that is that's kind of true. Maybe it's slightly better, but in the old days, it was like way better. Like the archive was like a clean version of the whole thing, where you know, because in the old days it was YouTube. In the old days, it was YouTube and like Hangouts, like were somehow the same thing, and like the audio was garbage on those. If you were not the person broadcasting, so yeah. So in the old days, that was really true. You know, you want to go to archive to listen to the shows because they're like the original recordings, how they're supposed to sound. But you know, now it's like, you know, now that we're actually using, you know, broadcasting software and stuff like that, and like the what you hear on YouTube is pretty much the same, only not in you know, in cases of, you know, what happened tonight. I guess if you guys had some kind of technical audio issues or something.
Yeah, it's always best to listen to the archive.org version.
Yep.
Now, Patrick, I was going to ask, did you go to Whataburger tonight?
No, I didn't. Why would you ask that? Why would you think I went to Whataburger?
I was going to ask if you were in an Xterra in front of Mike in the drive-thru and you had some kind of bumper sticker with an assault rifle on it.
Yeah, no, that wasn't me.
Mike went through the Whataburger drive-thru tonight. We're still waiting for him to get his Whataburger and get home.
Oh, so he hasn't come on yet.
He had a mishap with dinner. Kind of like Elaine Lane making dinner and had a mishap.
He had a mishap when I put my backhanded that bitch.
I didn't like the smell of that food in the oven there, so I just slapped the shit out of her.
Told her to throw it in the garbage. So what? What did? So he went to Whataburger or something?
Yeah, he just sent me a picture from the drive-through there.
And there was somebody with a bumper sticker with an assault rifle.
I was just looking at the, zooming in on things in the picture, but yeah, he appeared to be behind a Nissan Xterra that has some kind of, it looks like the Texas flag, and then in the white part of it at the top right has like an assault rifle in it.
No, yeah, well, that's part of the Texas flag, right? Mm-hmm.
That is the exact type of car you might expect to see in the drive-thru at Whataburger. But also,
Xterra, huh?
Well, not vehicle, but that the sticker definitely fits the situation.
Oh, okay.
By the way, speaking of which, Whataburger, Kira, are you still there?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not
yeah,
sure.
I'm here.
So they, of course, got bought out by that Chicago company who was taunting. Yeah, and they were like taunting people on Twitter about how, are you mad, people in Texas, because we got rid of the jalapeno breakfast biscuit.
Well, and now other stuff. They cut their menu by about 2/3, man.
Yeah. So
the
now
menu was about 2/3 or about 1/3 what it used to be.
So now the big news that just came out is they're bringing back the jalapeno breakfast biscuit for a limited time. For a limited time, which is just an even bigger fuck you, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's like, Taco Bell does that with shit. It's just totally a publicity thing. It's just, get a bunch of dumbasses to rush in there and wait in line to get it,
Like I said, I think I may have even said on this show before, when that happened, the company that owns Arby's and all these other fucking, bought them, and then there was this big thing about, Whataburger is no longer a Texas-owned company. There was this big kind of uproar about that, and I remember thinking whatever, how dumb. But yeah, then like I said, then they cut their menu down to about 1/3 of what it was before.
I've said it before.
This sucks.
It is never good when a company buys out another company. It's never.
Big corporations merge.
If you're a fan of the company being bought out, it's never good, ever.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's not. And Whataburger. I've said it a million times before, and I'll say Whataburger got rid of my favorite sandwich they had. So it's like I don't even.
Yeah.
And not only that, I ate there about 2 or 3 times after their big merger, and they got rid of my favorite, the best sandwich they had. I think the best burger they had. I ate there 2 or 3 times, and it was like it just wasn't the same. It didn't taste the same. It wasn't. The service was kind of shit, and it was like, okay, well, and just is like going to a fucking Arby's now. Yeah.
$99. It's a Whataburger fresh and made to order. A regular order for $99. It's a Whataburger fresh and made to order. A regular order for $99. It's a Whataburger fresh and made to order. A regular order for $99. It's a.
I'm almost high enough.
Is
that a radio commercial?
No, it's TV.
So they also...
How did they let that go through? Like, how did somebody go, yeah, that's fine, make the order? Like,
made the order.
Somebody let that fucking go on.
Made the order.
Made the order.
Whataburger fresh and made the order. A regular order for $99. It's a Whataburger fresh and made the order.
He turns into Dale from Chippendale for a second there.
Regular order for $99.
So they also bought out Buffalo Wild Wings, which I haven't been there in a long time, but actually I've been there like once since moving to Kansas City. And yeah, it's gone to shit. They totally changed a bunch of the shit on the menu, and it just sucks now.
It's just slop. It's like fucking... Yep.
How can we change this so that we can be more profitable?
Yeah.
What can we take off this menu? These dumb fucks will keep coming here.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I've probably eaten Buffalo Wild Wings twice, maybe 3 times in my life. You know, and it was, I don't know. I just haven't been I'm not a big Buffalo Wings person, but
I was a fan, you know, before we used to go there, and it was pretty good. And then, you know, that happened. And then, from what I heard, I never ordered queso there, but the queso supposedly used to be good, and it had like it was like a homemade, or it was their own thing. And then when they got bought out by Arby's or Yum or whatever the company is, then it was like, at a certain point, it was just, you know, this Cheese Whiz crap that it still is now, I think. Right? Anyway,
yeah, it just makes me wonder, like, who the fuck still goes to this once they...
Oh, so...
I don't know.
What I was going to say is I've been to Whataburger a few times since part of the buyout was that they were expanding to Kansas City. So I've been there a few times here, and it's been okay. But the last time I went, I got one of my old go-tos, which was the chicken finger dinner, or chicken strip dinner. Not fingers, just strips. But so, you know, if Mike were on, he would...
Wait, don't get chicken fingered. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it was just disappointing. And you know what I noticed more than anything, though? I've talked about this on the show, but if you go to... It's always been like, you go to Whataburger and you're going to be sitting there waiting for your food for about 10 minutes because it's made to order, as that guy said.
Whataburger, fresh and made to order.
Except this last time I went, so I don't know if like the previous couple of times I went here in Kansas City, they were, you know, delivering fart around service where they purposely farted around, so it seemed like they were making it to order. But this time I ordered it, and it was like, you know, Taco Bell. It's just like I pulled up to the window and, here's your food. Get the fuck out of here. Like, oh, okay, I guess you already had these sitting under a fucking heat lamp, which is exactly what it's not supposed to be about. But anyway, yeah, and it was, you know, kind of mediocre, and instead of being like a big container with the stuff in it, it was just all like slightly smaller amounts of everything, and more expensive, which that's going on everywhere when you know, go to any restaurant. What was that? Ronnie the robot?
What's that?
You sounded like our in-house robot.
Oh, okay. And when I think about his turd...
I think you thinked about his turd. Kira, are you there? I'll mute.
I'm here.
Oh, I was going to just say one last... I was going to ask you, Cody, do you think people in Kansas City, because they never had Whataburger prior to this, do you think they go there like normal Kansas City people that have lived there for a long time and like, no, this is bad. This is pretty good. It's Whataburger, you know. And they don't even realize that, like, oh no, this used to be like fucking 10 times better than what you're eating now.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of like, do you remember when like Sonic was only in, I think it was only in Texas and Oklahoma, like 20, 25 years ago, and they started expanding out, and I think they're everywhere now. So
yeah,
like Sonic I think Sonic started in, did Sonic start? Yeah, Sonic started here, right, in Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oklahoma City. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was then it expanded to, I think, like Texas and I don't know, maybe Arkansas or something.
Just about everywhere, I think.
I had online friends back in, you know, the early 2000s, late 90s that, you know, I was like, I would talk about Sonic or Gotta go.
Gotta go.
They had no idea what I was talking about, and I don't know, maybe Conocos aren't everywhere now either, but they probably know what I'm talking about now, because I think Sonic is like everywhere now. But
yeah,
it's everywhere, and it's fucking mediocre. It's not fucking good everywhere. So yeah, it's a watered down, a severely watered down version of what we had 25 years ago.
25 years ago.
So, anyway. Congratulations, assholes. You got Whataburger and it's garbage. Okay, so anyway, sorry I didn't mean
25 years ago, we sent Oklahoma City's heartbeat racing for the very first time.
5 years ago.
So that commercial is probably from 2011.
I think it's from like 10 years ago. Remington Park was the first year they were open was 88. So I think it was 10 years ago. So it's now Remington Park's been around 35 years now. Remington Park.
That's making my heart race, motherfuckers. Assholes.
Let your heart race, asshole.
Mike sent me another text, and he said, in regards to the bumper or window sticker in the Xterra there.
Oh, it's a window sticker. Okay.
Yeah. He said that it says "Come and take it."
Come and take it. All right.
Under the assault rifle, and then he says it was a 20-something-year-old girl driving.
Yeah.
So yeah, all this is adding up. It's all making sense.
Yeah. Well, it's everybody's coming to get their guns. So
everyone's giving into my gun and go.
We all know that's not the case, because
it's a circle jerk.
Fucking these shootings and shit are just happening like every fucking day now. So anyway, not to get all.
We're not trying to make it a depressing episode of Pran Funkels, just like last week. Was that from Wardner?
No.
Thank again. What was that from?
Athena.
Arcade?
Yeah.
Who's that by? American Sammy?
Yeah, Chris.
Let's see.
Is it SNK?
Yeah, it's SNK, because she was in other SNK game.
TNK.
Chris and I we were playing the arcade version of Contra tonight, and he was telling me
Lance
up, down, left, right, BA code works, and I was saying I don't think it works on our arcade, and we were sitting there trying it, and we couldn't get it to work. If it does work, we couldn't get it to work. But
I don't think it does.
I think that was only Nintendo, but this is definitely like the arcade version of this.
Yeah. It works on, like, Versus Gradius, but, that's the Nintendo, basically, but arcade.
Right, yeah. Okay, what we do is, in order to take the skin off, we put the little fire on, and we hold it over the fire, okay? And what it does is, it roasts the pepper, and the pepper will look like this. So what happens is the skin comes off, and you take the seeds out, and you're left with a pepper.
How's Richard doing these days, Mr. Simmons?
Is that an official episode of Slam Cooking?
We're not sure.
Slam Cooking? It sure sounds like it.
Let me go to the end and see if that...
How is it that you don't know what it is? What?
This is a newly discovered clip, Kara.
Yeah, just tonight.
Huh? But more importantly, what does the FBI warning look like?
Ugh, well.
Before the theme starts.
That's all I want to know.
Oh, is it a deal? Is it like a deal meal thing then?
Deal meal!
Other recipe, okay? And, you know who's dying for just a little taste? Is Elaine. Elaine, she never eats between meals. Oh, sorry. If you love this recipe... Oh, Jack, look who's here! Jack! Jack! Oh, it's week number what? 53! More exercises with Jack Elaine and a student. Jump away!
Oh, no, it's the Richard Simmons show.
Okay, so different...
So, I have these vague, these old, weird, fuzzy memories of like Cody, you and I being like really young and our older sister, watching, sitting at home and watching us in the early 80s. And
try to get her on the show.
Watching the Richard Simmons show, watching whatever that show was. And it was like a fitness and maybe cooking show. I don't know, but
the set looks very brown, so I don't know. I was questioning.
It's probably what it is. Probably that show that we were, I used to see back then. So that was my first exposure to Richard Simmons. Our older sister, like watching. She was probably like a young teenager or something, but like watching Richard Simmons, the Richard Simmons show, which was just like a syndicated show.
Richard Simmons is a neat guy.
He's a neat guy. Has he ever come out of hiding? Is his health just too bad, or what happened to him?
Yeah, Kira, do you know?
I don't know.
That was the last I heard.
Aren't you the authority on Richard Simmons?
Only the FBI warnings on Slim Cooking.
I just wanted to... So Kira was playing that clip earlier, and I just heard an audience cheering in the left speaker, and I was like, oh, this must be a Slim Cooking clip, because it's only on one speaker.
Slim Cooking.
And it was
not. On Slim Cooking.
You missed it. You got to go up just a little bit. Keep it trim on Slim.
Yeah,
keep it trim on Slim Cooking. On whose line?
What if that was Ernie Anderson that did that?
Nah, probably not.
Yeah.
I think he was too high above the pay grade for Slim Cooking ads.
Yeah.
It was...
This is Jesse Mock, an ex-motorcycle cop injured in the line of duty. Now a police troubleshooter. He's been recruited for a top-secret government mission to ride Street Hawk.
He's shooting at all the trouble he can see.
Street Hawk.
Bloop, bleep, bloop.
Pran
Funkels.
Street Hawk.
Well, where the fuck is Mike? Is he still eating his...
300 miles per hour.
Is he still eating his Rip Torn's honey butter bacon breakfast sandwich?
Did he do those commercials? No way.
Nah, probably not. Sometime in the late...
Whataburger now.
Late 90s.
It's a Whataburger, fresh and made to order. A regular order for $99. It's a Whataburger.
They had a guy in like the early 2000s on the radio that sounded like Rip Torn, but I'm pretty sure it was not him.
He sounded more like early, like...
Somewhere in between those two.
Yeah, he was just...
Maybe he would talk about the food and act
butter, chicken biscuit, fucking whatever.
Oh, boy. He would talk about it like he was going to masturbate to it later.
Boy. I want to masturbate on a honey...
We're not hosting an international kegger.
Hosting an international kegger? He said that?
Men in Black.
What makes the budget gourmet so different?
Things that make you go, mmm.
It's a lusty lasagna.
Lusty lasagna. It's a porno where people are just fucking a lasagna. Yeah. Oh, look at that lasagna. I'm going to put my cock right between those noodles.
Look at that ziti. I bet I could fit in that. Big ziti.
Lusty lasagna. Oh,
there was a commercial with talking about big ziti at whatever Italian restaurant.
That lusty lasagna thing makes me think of a. I swear there was like a Heinz 57 sauce commercial, one of Heinz sauces, maybe barbecue sauce or something, commercial back in maybe the early 90s, and it was like, this sauce, it's a little kinky like that. And I remember being a kid and going like, kinky? Really? That's like a sex thing, right? Like I remember being like really young, maybe 14 or 15, and going like, you're talking about a sauce like it's a sex thing? Like, and then I think actually it was a TV commercial, and then they changed it like right after that. Like the next time I saw it, unless I misheard it, which I don't think so, but it was saying a little bit kicky, K-I-C-K-Y. I was like, okay.
Funky kicks going down in the city, deck-a-dock at the bottom. Steve Miller.
Kicky, which isn't a word. I swear to God, it said like kinky or something. I was like,
don't go breaking my heart, kinky D.
They're going to be pouring barbecue sauce on people when they get fucking, beat or something. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a few examples of that over the years that we've talked about.
They go ahead and produce a commercial, and then they go back like, no, I made a mistake. Let's go ahead and fix that.
Well, I think Phyllis complains about them because I'm sure I've probably talked about this on the show, but there was a MasterCard commercial that is on YouTube with Rob Morrow. But when it originally aired, the first few times I saw it, it's showing like, first person like grabbing stuff in the grocery store and using your MasterCard to pay for it or whatever, and it's him babbling. But the first time I saw it, he says something about kumquats.
Kumquats, yeah.
And then I was whatever age I was, and I was like, I know that's a fruit, but I bet there are dumb fucking people out there that don't. And then, after 2 or 3 times seeing it, suddenly it was changed to. So he said crystal kumquats and crystal fruit water, and then they changed it where he said, you can still buy crystal fruit water and exotic fruits.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and in the original one, I think he mumbled something about kumquats a second time toward the end of the commercial, and of course, it's not on YouTube.
So dumb.
The original version.
That's just
another
interesting thing about that was, at the time they made that commercial, the whole point was like people back then. It was like, if you had this credit card, you didn't buy groceries, you didn't buy.
Oh, you could just do anything with it.
You were always buying some expensive gifts or something like that, but you didn't just buy groceries with a credit card or something. So they were like telling people it was okay to do that, and it was like the mid-90s, early 90s.
Yeah.
You can go to the store and buy kumquats and crystal water. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, that kind of sounded like him. But also, there was another thing going on that I think, did not... I also think was intentional for the ad executives who made the commercial, just to get people's attention with something. Which, the other one that I remember from the late 90s, I think 99, was the Heineken commercial that I have devoted I don't know how many hours of my adult life to finding on YouTube, but this was another one. This one just disappeared off the face of the earth, but I saw it 2 or 3 times, and it was, I can describe it in its entirety. It was,
go ahead and treat me. Yeah.
It was a first person, you're inside the refrigerator, which was kind of almost, there were many other commercials like this, I think, around that time, or at least in the 90s, but it's like you're in the fridge looking out.
Someone's reaching into the fridge.
So you just see a hand, and it's reaching in, and it's like grabbing at stuff, and it keeps grabbing leftovers and gross looking shit. So it touches something, and then it has this brown smeary shit on its the hand that you're looking at for this commercial, and it's playing some song that says, "Go ahead and treat me like a turd." And like right when it says turd, there's like the brown
Turd.
stuff, and the fingers are like, rubbing each other, like they're trying to get it off its hand.
Yeah, like he's grabbing a turd.
And then finally it grabs a Heineken, and it's a Heineken commercial. So I saw that probably 3 times. And then, I would talk to people about it, and they didn't know what I was talking about, and now I'm just crazy. Imagine the whole thing, and it's not on YouTube.
That is very, yeah.
But I think Phyllis was offended by the T word.
That.
I think Phyllis was
discussed how off-putting that fucking commercial was when it came out. Like,
Phyllis was highly offended by the T word being in that, just like she was offended by the K word.
We were like, wow, they're saying turd in commercials now, and not only that, but a guy's grabbing a thing that you're led to believe is a turd in his refrigerator.
I mean, it looked like it was probably old Pintos and cheese soft drinks or something, but
Pintos and cheese soft drinks.
The point is, it was brown, and this is a commercial for something that you consume orally, so why would you want to say turd in it?
Pintos and cheese soft drinks.
And then, for years after that...
There's our guy. There's our guy.
Part of it was like a reggae song, too. So, like, I've spent a lot of time trying to figure out what the song is. Just like it's that had to have been an actual song. So there's going to be some evidence of that. But as you know, sometimes it's hard to locate a song based on lyrics. Maybe some of our crack investigative journalist listeners can figure it out for us.
Yeah, so it's the Heineken commercial that had a guy singing a song in it that said, "Go ahead and treat me like a turd."
And there was one other example, but I can't think of what it is. But Pran Funkels, we need to move on.
Yeah, Pran Funkels, I'll go ahead and hang up, and you guys have a good show, okay?
Where's Mike?
Mike, about to show up there. Huh?
How you doing, Patrick?
Well, pretty good. We were. I was just going to say, we were sitting at a bar tonight. They had a big TV on, and it wasn't like a sports bar or anything, but they just, some bars will just have some random shit on the TV.
The TV goes off, and the homework gets done.
The drinking gets done. So
turn that off.
We're sitting there, and it was the show Wipeout. Only it wasn't. You remember that show Wipeout, where 15 or fucking 20 years ago, or about 15 years ago,
John Henson.
John Henson and some other guy hosted it, and it was like they had these big obstacles. So, and there was no audio, obviously. And we're watching it, and I'm looking at it, and going like, I was commenting to Chris, and I was just saying like, this. I don't remember this host. It was like some host that kind of looked like
Welford from The Thing.
He kind of looked like shaggy-haired Eric Idle from the old, Monty Python or something. I don't know. It was just some host I didn't recognize. And I was like, oh, that's weird. I was like, this must have been like after. Not that I ever watched that show regularly, but I remember it being on in 2008, or something like that. But I was like, well, this must be later or something. I don't know. And then I kept watching it and was like, well, we kept kind of watching it. I kept looking back to it, and I was like, huh. And then I noticed like everyone on there was like, extremely white and pasty.
Terribly sorry. Are you having a wipeout?
Well, then I was reading like, because there was captions on all of it. And then they were like, and it was like a university edition or something. It was like, she's a 21-year-old student at Oxford or something like that. I was like, oh, it's British. Whatever this was, it was showing a British version of Wipeout. And that's why I didn't recognize the host or fucking any of the shit that was happening on it. So anyway. So, and then I was going like, well, this started out as Wipeout started out as a Japanese thing. And then I think it came to the United States, and then it must have gone to Britain, but maybe it was the other way around. I don't know. But and not to talk shit about British people, but like,
it's probably most of our audience.
Well, I was just starting to notice, like, wow,
a lot
all
of
these
it
people
anyway.
are as white as me. Like, like extremely. I'm like extremely fucking white. Like, I'm like ridiculous,
very British,
fucking pale and pasty, and that's just because of my, I guess because of my my ancestry or whatever. But yeah, so
let's not forget the Asian heritage, the Asian persuasion.
Well, there's that, yeah, but
Take a knock at the bottom.
Take a knock at the bottom. Oh, well, all right. That said, yeah. So we were watching British. There's some over the air. I'm thinking it's an over the air television station is showing British. The British version of Wipeout, which is kind of weird, and it's the same obstacles and stuff like that. But I was just noticing, like,
but a little bit pasty.
Again, not talking shit or anything, but like the people that were on there, like, were like looked like they hadn't seen like any sun throughout their lives. I mean, like I had no. But that's the way I look. So
we love the Brits.
What?
We love the Brits, especially their.
Oh yeah, well,
humor.
Like I said, I'm the same way. Like I'm like my skin is blindingly white, and I can't do anything about it. And
blinded by the light, wrapped up like a device used.
Another dog shit in your mouth.
Mike texted me and said that it was almost an hour-long trip to Whataburger. So maybe they're still making them to order there. I don't know.
Which Whataburger did he go to?
I probably don't want to go into that much detail, but I would assume so.
Probably the one I went to as a teenager, and cops followed me.
Yeah, probably.
On the way there, cops followed me and asked me what I was doing because it was.
I'm assuming that one has been torn down. It's definitely torn down, and there's now a new one.
They probably just put a new one up in its place, though, don't you think? I don't know.
Well, the location of that one, there's probably a church or something there right now.
Well, I don't even know. I wouldn't know.
Right now?
So it sounds like to me.
Well, we made Kira take a break. She couldn't handle
too much talking.
All the Jack Nicholson references.
Too many Jack Nicholson references.
I'm gonna go ahead and stare at a gas station sign.
Do you mind if I stare at your gas station sign for about 48 hours or so? Nothing big.
I hope you realize the seriousness of my intent based on how I'm waving my sunglasses that I took off of my face while I'm talking. I'm gesturing with them. They're kind of rectangular lenses.
I like to furrow my brow a lot.
These are the glasses that I wore, and as good as it gets.
Oh, there's a guy who's in his 80s now. Like, are you doing okay?
I guess so.
Oh, we could ask Gordy Brown.
I'm Jack Nicholson.
Maybe we should call Golden Nugget.
Golden Nugget Casino. How may I help you? The home of Gordy Brown Live.
Here for the comments.
The home of the best Jack Nicholson impersonator ever. Gordy Brown.
Oh, I thought it was Frank Oz.
No, no,
Miss Piggy.
What are you attempting to do, Miss Piggy?
Sounds more like sounds more like Jim Henson, actually. Not John Henson, host of Wipeout, but Jim Henson. No relation.
Right.
No promises, no demands. Stick a dog in the morning. Love is a battlefield. Here for the comments
Stick a dog in the morning. Pat Bennett, tar.
Tag Notaro as Pat Benatar.
Pat Bennett, Notaro.
All right. Well, is Kira back or?
Here for the comments says, I happen to know Patrick isn't ginger.
Well,
you're not truly pasty until you're ginger, he says.
What's that? He said what?
You're not truly pasty until you're ginger.
Well, yeah. I'm not quite that pasty, but pretty fucking I don't know. Cody, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if you have the same issue too, but like, you ever just like look at somebody and go, yeah, God damn, that guy's fucking as white as I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's pretty ridiculously pale. So anyway.
Well, we got Blue Hot 123 in the chat. Love you a lot. And Angry Musicman. We'll give you a shout out again later in the show.
Angry Musicman.
And we got
all right, well,
Randy Leahy, who's asking for some Hector. Well, we'll have to get
Hector.
Mike on for that.
What's that?
Just for some Hector soundboard usage.
Oh, well, yeah, that may be, if we get Mike back. So he's on his way back?
Well, he's trying to recover. He's trying to recover from the Whataburger experience.
Do you think that people call up Ubers and go, hey, man, will you just take me to the Whataburger? I'm sure that happens. Something I thought of.
Yeah.
What if you're like, if I was an Uber driver, I wouldn't want food and drinks in my car. I just wouldn't allow it. I'd be like, no. I don't do that because I don't do that in my regular car. I just don't eat and drink in my car. So.
Mr. E. Hamburglar just showed up in the chat. Haven't seen you in a while. Love you a lot. Says breakfast at Denny's. Breakfast in America. Oh, breakfast at Denny's with Hector. Bloom, take a look at my girlfriend.
Breakfast at Denny's. And I said, did you see that part where Andy Rooney played an Asian?
I was going less Deep Blue something and more Super Trap.
Okay. We're going less terrible 90s music and going more terrible 70s music.
And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's? Wasn't Mickey Rooney doing a horrible Asian stereotype?
Stereotype, yep. Well, we got Mickey, folks. If you're a fan of, are you a fan of Uh-Ohs? Well, there's a big one in.
A champion in the Uh-Oh department, Mickey Rooney. Asian Uh-Ohs? Mentally challenged Uh-Ohs?
I forgot about he's Bill, yeah.
Short people Uh-Ohs.
Well, and just in real life, he was a pretty Uh-Oh kind of guy.
He was a walking, talking Uh-Oh. And you can hear Dana Carvey did
who was
a
on
sitcom
a show with him in 1981 called Just One of the Boys or Guys. What was it? One of the Guys? Is that it?
Kira, are you there? Kira had a picture of it not too long ago, but it was
show that he was
Nathan Lane and
Nathan Lane and Dana Carvey and Mickey Rooney were like college roommates or something ridiculous in this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. Well, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I just thought I'd call in because I heard the drunk AI voice guy saying something that made me laugh. It had to do with, whatever that was.
Mueza.
What?
Mueza.
Muezia. Muezia. To you too, sir. So, well, all right. I guess I'm gonna hang up here and
Word cinnamon raisin bread. Word cinnamon raisin bread. Wet cinnamon raisin bread.
That's so now that the challenge is getting them to actually say the challenge is getting them to actually say moja. How would you usually those text to speech? You just have to figure out exactly which letters to put in to make them say the nonsense word you're trying to get them to say. So, good luck with that. It's funny trying to get it to say moja. Moja. Why are you?
Kira, are you there? Okay.
Kira's not there. Mike's not there.
Yeah, you gonna leave me here?
Oh man, I'm just getting tired. That's all.
Well, Patrick decoded something from last week, just for a quick update. There was a game that we were hearing some clips from.
Okay.
Oh, someone's knocking at the door.
Do me a favor.
Ah, shit.
Ah, shit.
Here she comes!
What's that?
Here she comes!
We were trying to figure out what that was.
Yeah. It's
and
what's
Patrick. The name of the game is Undercover Cops, and
and they're saying in the clip there, they're saying, see if the audience knows. Play it again.
They probably don't. Should I play it again?
Play the clip. Yeah, play the clip and see if they can figure out what it's saying. I figured out what it was saying.
I gotta navigate my way back to.
He's playing the YouTube.
Here she comes!
I thought it was Here She Comes.
Here she comes.
Yeah.
Here she comes. Like they're just. It's an arcade game.
Here she comes!
Called Undercover Cops. Yeah,
Yes,
and
sir.
they just assume that a bunch of girls are going to be playing it. So like, here she comes. And you put it in the quarter.
Patrick.
It's actually saying, yeah. Do you want me to say what it's saying?
Patrick speaks Japanese, so tell us what it is, Patrick.
It's saying the name of the game is Undercover Cops, and it's saying you see cops. So like you see cops, undercover cops, you see cops.
Kira?
Yeah?
Sorry, we've just blabbed.
No, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. And Mike's here.
Mike!
Oh, Mike's here. So I can go now.
I am here.
Never been so excited to hear about how Whataburger went.
Shit.
Ah, okay. That's to be expected.
Did you get a Monterey melt there?
For a limited
Like,
time.
that's one. Oh no!
99. It's a
15
Whataburger
minutes.
fresh and made to order. A regular order for 99. It's a Whataburger fresh and made to order. A regular order for 99. It's
oh my order. Just so ridiculous. That must have been like a live. How could that must have been a live radio spot, right? There's no way a fucking guy like recorded that and they were like, fuck it, just use it. You know?
I think it did happen. Mike, Kira?
It's a TV voiceover at the end.
Okay, there was this guy sitting in a fucking studio. That just blows my fucking mind that it wouldn't be a pre-recorded thing that somebody did that they, had 2 or 3 takes at least to get it right. Fresh and made the order.
a Whataburger fresh and made to order.
Let's make a Pran Funkels.
Could you play that again for me?
Can you play that again?
99. It's a Whataburger fresh and made to order. A regular order for 99. It's a Whataburger fresh and made to order. A regular order for 99. It's a Whataburger fresh and made to order. A regular order for 99.
Oh, yes, CIA.
Marshall could never say that. Never say my name.
Made the order.
All right. Should we make a call?
All right, I'll let you guys go and have a good time doing calls and good luck with that, okay?
Well, thanks for joining us. Love you, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
God bless you, baby.
All right, let's go to Denny's. All right. Talk to you guys later.
As requested, there was your Hector for the night.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, and it's technically you're calling. I'm on the call, so. Oh, who is this? Oh. Anyway. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Tonight's episode of Pran Funkels is entitled Patrick Talks to Hector.
I'm an old guy.
I'm old Greg.
Don't you guys think... Well, does Mike want to tell us about his Whataburger thing?
Sure. I can... It was a very long experience.
I'm old Greg.
We were in the drive-thru for about 40 minutes. The place was completely packed. Cody's familiar with the layout of the Whataburger I went to, but...
So, is this one where the lobby is still open all night?
Yeah, and it's completely packed inside.
I'm surprised that they even still do that.
I know. That's what we were talking about, too. Because it's nothing but teenagers.
Yeah, coming of age... I just heard myself echoing back, like...
Yeah, I heard it.
Game. But it was just a thing, like... Whataburger was the place that you ended up at 2 in the morning after, hanging out at a bar or several bars all night, and then the bars would all close, and then you would just go to Whataburger and hang out, or Waffle House, yeah.
Whatever you had.
Or, sometimes Taco Bell inside, because, like, these certain places would have locations that were open 24 hours. So, of course you would see video clips online of fights breaking out at these kind of places. Is that a glitch?
It is.
So, did you get your food?
I did. Indeed. It was very tasty.
So was it okay?
Yeah, it's still good. Our Whataburger's still good.
Well, you pronounced it like you'd still live in that area.
Water.
Waterburger, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a thing. I don't know if you've heard that, but...
Oh, and y'all were also asking about Richard Simmons, and he has recently came out and said that he is okay and still alive, and he loves everybody, and thank you for the well wishes.
You know, for a second there, I thought you were going to say he came out as gay.
You would think.
But no.
Not what I said. He is not gay.
Wow.
He loves women.
He does. You can't argue that.
I think he loves everybody.
Yeah. That's not that it matters, you know?
He's a pretty good guy.
So, what was the evidence that he's okay?
It was just recently, like this year, he had his publicist or somebody talk to some news organization. I can't remember who. I could look it up.
Someone wrote something and placed it in a box of someone else who acted out via a fun game of charades to someone else about his condition.
New York Post. Let's see. Richard Simmons has broken his 6-year silence with his spokesperson telling the Post that the beloved fitness icon is living the life he has chosen. He's eternally grateful for the continuous outpouring and love and gratitude received from across the globe. Happy, healthy, living the life he has chosen to live. Leave me the fuck alone.
Was that part of it?
No, I added that.
Ah, okay.
So, he's good. He just don't want to talk to nobody.
Well, do you want to make a Pran Funkel? Should we do that?
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I think it's time for a new...
Toby.
So, I have 3 numbers of Tobys. That could be Toby number 4.
Do what?
Totally new Tobys?
Yes, just random Tobys.
TNT.
So, here's Toby, the first Toby.
Hi, this is Toby. You should leave me a message, preferably with something that I don't already know. That would be cool. Talk to you later. Bye.
Oh, that's a challenge. Challenge accepted, motherfuckers.
Block the number.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
Challenging us to leave an original voicemail.
Yeah, Anonymous just takes it to that. Let's try the unblocked.
5 Alive, Dean Blevins takes you there.
Hi, this is Toby. You should leave me a message, preferably with something that I don't already know. That would be cool. Talk to you later. Bye.
5 Alive, Dean Blevins takes you there.
I think Simon can take hundreds of millions of hit points off if he gets hit with a certain bandage from a, well...
F you.
It's a ventriloquist dummy that tastes like tomatoes. God damn it.
You know there's coolers and there's cooler, but your mouth will never fool you, cause taste makes a cabin cooler cooler. Ain't nothing.
Apple butter. Well, hopefully that was original enough.
That's something he doesn't know, I think.
Uh-oh.
Let's try another Toby.
Another Toby.
You have reached the office of Speak Easy Speech Therapy Services and for Toby Freeman. At the tone, please leave your name, phone number.
Toby Freeman.
Alright. We're down to our last Toby.
We're up to our last goddamn up-tempo record. Toby.
Please leave your message for 5.
Block the number.
What? Please leave your message.
Roger's Garage and Decepticon sandwich, making mustard with his penal unit.
Calvin Cooler Raspberry is my favorite, but the other 4 flavors make life more interesting. Wine is fine, but Calvin Cooler.
To replay your message, press 1. To
Roger's Garage and Decepticon sandwich, making mustard with his penal unit.
Calvin Cooler Raspberry is my favorite, but the other 4 flavors make life more interesting. Wine is fine, but Calvin Cooler.
To replay your message, press
Whistling Dixie. Lots of whistling.
Alright, we've exhausted the Tobys.
Are you still high, Kira?
Yes. Are you?
Yes. Are you, Mike?
You what?
Iram?
Yeah.
Hey, Mary?
Yeah.
Is it time for a Pran Funkel?
Yeah, person who enjoys taking baths in cream of mushroom soup.
What?
Have we spoken to this gentleman recently?
Last week.
Is he the language barrier guy?
I don't remember. Oh, that's the hard hat guy.
Oh, yeah. Mega Man, tennis ball.
It has a cross on his thing.
Yeah. It's construction.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
The response time of a 911.
Like, it makes you think he's a doctor, but then he hurts you because they got the medical cross, you know?
Yeah, let me help you by throwing an axe at you. A pickaxe, specifically.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi. What's your name?
Who is this?
Truck driver.
George? What's that? George? Wrong number.
Somebody there just rang my number.
No, you guys did this last time. That's why you called from a Georgia number and then you called it from no ID. Wrong number.
You call somebody up at midnight.
Ew. I don't know if... I couldn't tell if that was, like, his children or if there was some kind of roleplay situations going on in the background.
Hot.
Debaucherous activity.
I don't know. Let's call back.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Where are you from?
0. Please enter your password. Then
Tallahassee.
Doug, number 2.
I need to visit the facility.
Okay.
Love you a lot.
Well, fancy ya.
Hold down the fort.
Will do.
Will do.
There you are, Scrubby. Hello?
Mildew stains, may I help you? Hello? I heard about mildew stains.
There you are, scrubbing again.
Sorry. Okay,
No.
I'll be back.
Okay. Let's call back.
There you are!
It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonating... Hello? I heard you've been scrubbing some mold and mildew. Is that right?
It's another Pran Funkels Pick a Hangout. Pick a Hangout. Pick a Hangout.
Thank you, Mike. Right on the spot.
This is 8.
I play.
Okay, sorry about that. Oh, we have a special guy next. And this is his Christian blessing on us.
F you, F you. F you, F you. F you, F you. F you, F you. F you, F you.
Let's call him.
you are not allowed to call this number.
Oh, yes, we are. Got news for you,
The
baby.
party you are trying to reach is not accepting calls at this time.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Let's block the number. We weren't allowed to call that number.
You are not allowed to call this number.
Wow.
Oh, shit. What'd
She
I
was
miss?
right, though. She was right. She predicted it.
You are not allowed to call this number. The party you are trying to reach is not accepting calls at this time.
What?
you.
If you.
you.
When you call anonymous, it does that, and then we're blocked on the other one, so let's call from a different number.
Pastor Scott's line.
Hello?
Pastor Scott's line.
I'm returning your phone call.
Okay, give a message for Pastor Scott.
Hey, you're watching the...
No, I'm looking for whoever called. A what?
He's watching the commish, I think.
Yeah.
He's definitely watching the commish. No doubt about it.
Call back.
Pastor Scott's lines. May I take your message, please?
By God, you just called me 3 damn times.
Ah, shit. I was about to come in.
Call back.
Was it my turn?
No, my mouse was fucking up.
Pastor Scott's line.
Hello? I don't know. You're not listening to me. My phone's saying I've gotten 5 calls from you.
I think this guy who answers the phone might have some communication issues.
Yeah, I think he fell asleep watching the commish. We woke him up.
He doesn't know how to speak to the he knows how to pick the phone up, but he doesn't know how to actually speak with the person once they start talking. He doesn't know how to listen.
Take heed, bitch.
Or, respond accordingly to whatever the person on the other end said.
Yeah.
It's a common thing when you call like these days. Speaking of which, why don't we call Girl and Gibney?
Well, that'd be a good idea. I think
that
we should
were a
probably
fucking
discuss...
the story I've been meaning to tell about...
Dr. Scott's lines.
Hi.
You goddamn dirty bastard. You want to play fucking games? Sorry.
Spaceship has landed. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing pretty good.
How far did you get?
How far where?
How far did you get?
I made it all the way.
You made it all the way, Pastor Scott?
Pastor Scott.
Yeah. So you never told... did you tell us what you ate from Whataburger?
I had a breakfast bun.
That's I'm sorry, what?
With sausage.
Yeah, I think that it comes with that by default, I believe.
Um,
Oh, you can get it with bacon. That's right.
Yes, and they have a new one now that has sausage and bacon and hash brown sticks.
Well, it comes with those on the side.
No, they have a new sandwich
And
that has sausage. Has sausage, bacon, egg, cheese, and hash brown sticks on a bun.
And then you also get hash brown sticks on the side.
Probably so. I don't know. I didn't order that.
That sounds like a little bit too much.
That's a lot much.
Yeah. Well, one of my go-tos is what you got.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Breakfast on a bun, sausage. It's a patty that's in the shape of a, hamburger patty. The size, maybe a little bit smaller. It's pretty good. Mike?
I agree. And then I get the French fries instead of the hash brown sticks. Those hash brown sticks are a lot of grease.
Well,
not that you get better. It's all the yes.
I understand what you're saying, but I would, in my case, I would still just get the hash brown things. Anyway, Pran Funkels.
This is a Whataburger episode.
I'm old Greg.
Satisfied?
Well, I think at a certain point tonight on Pran Funkels, there's something we should do.
Hey girls out there feeling really, really horny tonight to get, so I hope somebody's out there to help me out.
Is that what you were thinking?
Nah.
Oh.
Let's see here.
Thank you.
You ain't?
I'm not gay, Hector.
Alright, let me switch. Let me do a bit of a switcheroo here. Was that?
That was nasty.
Was that loud?
A little bit.
Alright, I'll just go ahead and veto the individual in my head that was telling me to plug that thing into that thing. I think it's time that we thank our patrons on Patreon. Colin.
Thank you so much.
Blue what? 1, 2, 3.
You and I are gonna go have breakfast at Denny's.
Redacted.
God bless you, baby.
Jimmy.
Thank you for your service.
Don.
God bless your soul.
KBBBBBBBBB7.
I love you.
And did I mention Bacon?
We'll have a good time.
And Angry Musicman.
God bless you, baby. I love you.
Love you a lot. Those last two, I don't know if they might both be new for this announcement, but love you a lot. And if you'd like to help support the show, we have a Patreon link and PayPal link. It helps keep us going. And if you'd like to listen to the official audio of the show, it's on our archive. There's a link to that. Links to all this in our About page or the description of, hopefully, this video that you're watching right now. And if you'd like to listen as a podcast, you can link to our archive via an RSS feed. You can copy it. If you go to our Discord, Pran Funkels, you can find it there. You can copy it, manually paste it into your podcasting app, and subscribe.
Just follow the step-by-step instructions.
All right. Do you think everyone could hear the patrons, Mike?
Yes, I think so.
It's Board Bako, I believe. And I think he's in our chat.
Board Bako, welcome.
Try my product free.
Well, you want to make a Pran Funkel?
It's none of your business.
Let's see. Is it raining outside here? I think I hear some raining noises. Do you?
I do not.
Do you hear any Gerald McRaney noises? Kira, are you there? Mike has asked me something in the chat, and I'm going to say no to that.
Say hell no.
No.
I'll just say no to it.
No.
Let's see if we can get someone to answer.
No.
Please leave your message for 9.
It's useless.
Mike was asking if I was in the car tonight. like last week. And, no, I'm not. Although, I gotta say, it was kind of fun. Just to be in a different environment, you know? And, also just, you know, being able to sit there and just watch my neighborhood. Just be sitting in the driveway and, you know, made for an interesting backdrop for Pran Funkels, at least for me.
Sounded fun. Adds a little excitement.
Well, you want to call it? Hello? I'm hearing myself echo back.
Excuse me?
Want to call Son of the Free Book?
Right on, buddy.
You are being connected to your local renewal by Anderson. We record all calls, and as a service to you, we may remind you of this again.
For calling Renewal by Anderson. Please be advised that this call may be monitored or recorded, and that by speaking to an agent and providing personal information, you agree to our privacy policy on AndersonWindows.com. For more on how we use your information, please visit the following web pages: AndersonWindows.com/privacy and AndersonWindows.com/privacy-California. Please hold, and one of our representatives will be with you momentarily.
Thank you for calling Renewal by Anderson. My name is Daniel. How may I help you?
Yes, hello?
Hello. Yes, this is
Hello?
Renewal by Anderson. My name is Daniel. How can I help you?
My name is Hector.
Hector?
Somebody called me from this number.
I'm sorry, it's possible that you may have received a call from a local marketing team member, but they may be, the fact they're out of the office now. Are you interested in receiving a consultation for window replacement through the Renewal by Anderson service?
That is correct. I'm a man at peace.
May I have...
This is who I am.
All right. Well, Hector, if you'd like to receive a free consultation, I'd like to get some basic contact information from you. Then we'd have a rep from the local sales office give you a call during the day to set up a time.
Okay.
May I have your last name?
My name is Hector Gladstone.
Your last name is Gladstone?
That is correct.
And what's the best contact telephone number to reach you at? Hello?
What are you saying? I didn't hear what you said.
I asked what's the best telephone number to reach you at?
Four 402
Hello?
882 2083.
The Middle East.
That guy's showing us his teeth the entire call.
I thought I had Hector saying our phone number somewhere. I kept trying to go back and forth finding it on a different board, but I don't guess I have it.
Curious.
I knew that was coming.
Area code 402
402-882.
I think we've gotten that guy before, I'm pretty sure, but never has he been this goofy. I was just picturing this, like, very Dick Van Dyke type of guy with his giant teeth constantly showing when he talked.
He talking through a Wendy's drive-through thing?
He was talking through a Wendy's baked potato. He had stabbed a bunch of fork holes in it so that some of the sound would go through it, you know. Talking to you through a megaphone, but between him and the megaphone is a Wendy's baked potato. It's kind of mashed into the microphone portion of the megaphone.
That's pretty much what it sounds like to me.
Randy, you retracted a message. And our live chat on Pran Funkels YouTube.
There are potato chips with wedges, with ridges, with crinkles, and many, many more. But I bet you've never seen a chip like this before. Russet Valley potato chips, dark, delicious, and kettle fried. Russet Valley potato chips, the chip all the other chips pale beside.
Suck my bum dick, bro.
Well, we got a fella named Randy in our chat who has retracted a message.
Oh, I think there are a couple of mummies coming in his direction.
Sounds like they're backwards.
Yeah.
Love you a lot, Randy. Randy.
The mummy raps are like coming back to them instead of them throwing it at Simon.
Well, I think it's time for Ralph to call the anti-Biden veterinary.
Ralph, R-A-L-T-H.
Want to try?
Actually, it's time for Phyllis to go and complain about the memes of moising saddles available at Livestock Stops.
I need the Bertha Whisperer to tell me. That one guy we called.
We found a couple of Bertha Whisperers. They can understand Bertha better than anyone on the show. I mean, I don't think Mike, Kira, or Patrick sometimes can understand what Bertha is saying.
Good luck to you.
But sometimes we call someone and they just totally understand everything. Because they've spoken, at least that's my theory, they've spoken to so many people like Bertha that they now speak Bertha-ese. I'll even take it a step further and say they speak Bertha-ese whiz.
Really?
Because Bertha likes to eat cheese whiz, you see.
Just right out of the container. Like.
Presenting Zapper Pack. Cheese whiz for one. Starts with a flip, then a zip zap and dip. Make your leftovers hip with a zip zap tip.
Hearing that captures a very specific feeling. You came home from school. You were somewhere between 10 and 14 years old, and you just turned on the TV and you saw and or heard that commercial. You were tired because you probably stayed up late the night before.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you just kind of hear that commercial, and it just took me back, you know. How many times do you think you've played that on the show?
5-ish.
I think there was a very early episode of this show, and it had that impact on me that I was just trying to explain. I don't know if I conveyed it very well, but... And then I listened back to it years later, and I was like, experienced it again, and then forgot about it until just now, I think. Maybe. But also, it's one of those things that randomly I hear in my head while I'm at work or something.
Does it give you cravings for Cheese Whiz?
It gives me cravings for going on. I'm gonna go with the ripping out of the bubbles.
That cup of cheese was for one, for a hot cheese sauce and a zap. For a meal or a snack, get the Zappa pack. Tank cheese was for one, gonna make your food fun. Zappa pack cups from Cheese Whiz, the flippin', zippin', zappin' way to add a little hit.
There's a feeling I have of it's 4 a.m. the night before your first day of school.
Oh, God.
And, you know, you've been up all night because you have too much anxiety to sleep. I associate it with the core fighter, the thing on Gradius or Nemesis or Life Force or Salamander or that probably covers it.
Yeah, Konami shooters. Mm-hmm.
I just have this like specific memory of playing Gradius and staying up all night and yeah, and having like no sleep, and then just I don't know, just hearing that commercial that you've played a couple of times now just recreates that feeling in my stomach, you know?
It's like traumatizing.
A little bit, yeah, but I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Pran Funkels is all about feeling, and that's what we're doing right now. We're just kind of feeling around.
Yeah. Just feeling you up a little bit in the audience there.
Speaking of feeling up, anybody sang any karaoke lately?
Yes. Let's pull that up here.
Mike, would you like to watch some of this? Mike, are you watching this?
Yes, I am.
Oh, wait. Did you see that guy?
I did.
Yeah.
That's what we were going to ask you. Who is that? Do you know who this is? Do you know who that was?
I don't. I mean, it looks like somebody that's trying to look like he was part of Demolition without the face paint. But I don't think that I don't recognize that as a real wrestler.
That's what we're, because this is a Canadian. I don't know if you heard this earlier, Mike.
I missed that.
It's a Canadian wine cooler commercial, so we're like, maybe that's an actual Canadian wrestler or something, but we didn't know.
Nah, I don't think so.
It's just supposed to look like one or something.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of looks like a couple different people, but...
All right, well, you ready to experience this? I keep hearing myself picking up an AT&T Merlin phone.
Yeah.
Like I'm some Merlin fucking wizard with a staff. on Legend of Zelda. Woo! Woo!
Oh, the whiz robes.
Woo! Are you watching this, Mike?
All right, stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to. I look funny, but you're only making money, see? So, yo, world, I hope you're ready for me. Now gather round, because I'm the new fool in town, and my sound's laid down by the underground. I drink up all the Hennessy you got on your shelf, so just let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty, pronounced with an umpty. And yo, ladies, oh, how I love to hump thee. And all the rappers in the top 10, please allow me to bump thee. I'm stepping tall, y'all, and just like Humpty Dumpty, you're gonna fall when the stereos pump me. I like to rhyme, I like my beats funky, I'm spunky, I like my oatmeal lumpy, I'm sick with this. Straight mix the mac.
She got the lyric wrong earlier.
Hey, I should have said Quaker oatmeal. God damn it.
He says how he likes to funk thee, not hump thee.
Well, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, not bad.
I was enjoying that quite a bit.
You want to watch the rest?
Are you still interested?
Well, let's make a Pran Funkel. Is the show still going?
Yeah. There's a guy who doesn't... He claimed that his line is not for the pranks.
Ah. Think again, man.
Your call is being recorded for quality purposes.
To confirm you'd like to speak with an erectile dysfunction specialist, please press 5 now.
I'm old Greg.
To confirm you'd like to speak with an erectile dysfunction specialist, please press 5 now.
Bertha's gonna go.
Thank you for calling. This is James. How can I help you?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello?
How are
you
you?
looking for generic Viagra or blue or yellow pills?
How are you?
Are you looking for generic Viagra or Cialis, blue or yellow pills?
Okay. Oh,
Can
yes.
you hear me? Hello?
Good.
The offer we are having, sir, you'll be getting blue pills 100 milligrams, 50 pills for $99 and $20 for shipping, handling, and taxes. All in total, that will be $120. Would you like to place an order?
Don't lie. That's good. Hello? Ma'am?
So now there's a gatekeeper, attractive sounding woman who talks to you about erectile dysfunction.
This is a business line, not for the pranks, okay?
Your call is being recorded for quality purposes.
To confirm you'd like to speak with an erectile dysfunction specialist, please press 5 now.
Well, your voice made me start second guessing things.
Yeah, don't need the pills now.
Thank you for calling. How can I help you?
Hello?
Hi, sir. Can you hear me properly?
Yes.
Are you looking for generic Viagra or Cialis, blue or yellow pills?
Hmm.
The offer we are having, you will be getting blue pills, 100 milligrams, 50 pills for $99 and $20 for shipping, handling, and taxes. Would you like to place an order?
That's what I said too.
Sir, help me with the card number which you would like to use for the payment.
Yes.
Yes, what is the card number?
199. 99.
Sir, this call is not for the prank. This is a business line, so stop wasting our time and your time also, okay? Do not call back again.
Please. Ma'am? Hello?
Okay. Well, I think what we're finding out is it's not for the pranks.
Not for the pranks. And I stepped all over it. Oh, well.
No, I think we could still hear it. At least the official Kira's recording.
This is a business line, not for the pranks, okay?
Like the FU from last week. As we've heard many times tonight.
Let's see where they don't have the pranksters. They don't have pranksters here. And, yeah, prank them out.
Pranked him out.
Freaking out.
Is anybody in our chat?
Anybody in our chat?
Looks like Randy.
He's hanging in there.
And Angry Music Man. Love you a lot. Someone just dropped a lot of Sour Patch Kids on Arnold Schwarzenegger.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2-week-old expired Sour Patch Kids from Catbuster Video. Oh, this Pran Funkels spaceship is taking off. Who's getting on?
I am.
I have an update.
Okay.
Did you look at the chat? The YouTube chat? I think we're losing a listener.
Randy?
You just mentioned him.
Are we talking Randy?
They're talking about Randy. He might even be gone now.
That's too bad.
No. Oh, no.
Bad.
That lady has a message for you, Randy. Take your shoestring potatoes and we love you a lot. Good night. Kira?
Mm-hmm.
What about Tom Saltermeyer calls? Any of those for tonight?
Well, yes, sir, indeed, because it works out
Kira,
perfect.
can I ask you a quick personal question?
Yes.
If you don't want to answer, feel free, but Are you on mushrooms?
No, we did not get them.
Oh, okay.
Yet.
Alright.
So
we're going to do, we're in discussions about the Pran Funkels magical episode. But stay tuned.
Yeah. Well.
Randy should have never gone to bed. Ever.
Well, Tom Saltermeyer, PhD, can call the...
Mama did.
Guy.
Okay. Alright. It's a good time for the great
Mama
taste of Tom Saltermeyer. Mama did.
Mama did.
You just got Mama did it.
Thank you for calling Paramount Tax Relief. To reach the next available agent, please press 1.
I'll be watching the chat.
Okay.
Thank you for calling Paramount Tax Relief. How may I help you?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Hi, Tom Saltermeyer, PhD. I'm calling on behalf of my client who believes that your company owes my client approximately $12,000 to the Conoco Corporation. I believe there's a gumming incident involved.
Okay, and how can I help you?
I'm sorry, can you speak up? There's a device in my nether region that might be overpowering you, emotionally and physically.
Yes, how can I help you then?
Well, tell it to fuck off. With all due respect, sir, if I may.
Can I have your first and last name?
Thomas Saltermeyer.
Can you spell your last name, please?
Saltermeyer, comma, capital P, HD. Dot.
Okay. Let me confirm. Thomas is Thomas, and your last name is Salterneyer.
PhD. Sir, are you familiar with Blattleys versus Weekle Whopper, 1952?
No, sir. Can I have your best callback number, please?
Well, your best callback number is going to be familiarizing yourself with Blattleys versus Weekle Whopper, 1952. You may want to read more books, sir.
Can I have your best callback number?
Now, this is where cinnamon starts to get a little bit more interesting. Are you ready? Get ready to go, not to section Z, but to section 00 negative 423.
Sir, can I have your best callback number, please?
Alright, put on your helmet. We're going to go back on the NES. Sir, you aren't acknowledging I'm saying anything?
Yes, if you don't provide me the information that I'm requesting, I will have to hang up the call, sir.
Can I have your
Well,
best callback number?
402 882 2083.
402-882-2083.
Now, sir, why did you let that happen? Sir, with all due respect, God damn it. Okay. Well, where are we now? Where does that leave us? Hopefully not to Beaver. Cast out. For the beaver to catch and his two front teeth. Jerry Mathers. Hello? Hello?
Oh, Thomas, are you coming to bed?
Yes, I believe there's a gentleman on the line. I think he needs to be finished off.
I just want to rip all your clothes off, Thomas.
I'm gonna go lay down. I'll be in there.
All right. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, take care of this gentleman for me.
Oh, hello, sir.
Thanks, Toots.
Sir. You see, I need to get to the...
Hello, yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
now...
how can I help you?
You're not helping my associate here. What's going on? You're not saying anything?
Yes, is that I was requesting what's the information he need, or how can we help him?
I believe he told you the details on the 1952 case, correct?
1952 case, okay.
Yes, Blatsley versus Wickerwhopper, you're not aware?
No. So I will be leaving a message about that you need help in a case number 952.
Number 952? No, the year 1952.
Sorry. Can you repeat that, please?
So how long have you worked at your position, sir? May I ask?
This is my first day.
Okay, well, if that's really true, then you may get carried away regarding some Calvin coolers.
Calvin Cooler Raspberry is my favorite, but the other 4 flavors make life more interesting. Wine is fine, but Calvin Cooler.
Może Klavelken Cluelers. Może. Może Clueland. Może. Może. Vamos com Kiyomi. Depois uns outros moios. Biomoios. Może.
Right, did you get all that, sir? Hello?
it off.
I'm going to place you on a brief hold.
This man is not good at thumping testicles. This man is not good at thumping testicles. This man is not good at thumping testicles.
I hung up. It's just...
Whole set.
Prank.
How long was that guy on?
10 minutes. That's when I hung up.
Shit. That's an excessively long call. Hey, you remember when we used to have calls that were like an hour?
Yeah. Like they were just trying so hard because they actually cared about selling things back then.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like nowadays, if we have a call that's more than like 5 minutes, it seems like an eternity. Which is fine with me.
Yeah.
Because I think, unless it's an extremely extraordinary situation, you know, a prank call shouldn't be that long to listen to.
Yeah, I should have actually pulled the plug a little earlier, but it's fun to put them on hold, though.
Yeah, no, I think that's something that we're pretty good at these days. You know, if you do something for long enough, you start to get better at it. And our goal, which, you know, might not be the same goal as some people who make prank calls on YouTube and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But we have I think everyone involved in this show, we kind of have a common goal. It's an unspoken thing, but it's just a comedic mindset. And, you know, we have our limits and rules and regulations as to how we go about the calls.
That's right. And I stopped that call because it was Rule 215B, Section 92-A, Switch 4.
Mama, don't take that switch to my Kodachrome. Let's make a Pran Funkel.
Okay. It's a lawsuit.
Tom Saltermeyer, PhD. Mama, don't take away that Kodak picture of Mr. William Cosby advertising.
Thank you for calling the law offices of Science and Kirk. Please press 1 now to be connected to an agent.
Science Kirk. William Shatter. Improve 7.
Is that Cordy Brown?
Nation.
Thank you for calling the law offices of Science and Kirk. Please
hold,
hi. And your call will be answered as quickly as possible.
Oh, okay.
For quality assurance purposes, this call may be monitored or recorded. Please stay on the line.
The assurance.
Science and Kirk.
This call may be reblabulated
injury legal hotline back in 1981.
Instance.
Thank you for calling Science and Kirk. My name is Dan. Are you an existing client or calling to start a new case?
Oh, probably a little bit of both, but mainly start the new thing.
What do you mean both? Are you an existing client with us already or not?
I'm sorry, my initial attempts to butter you up obviously failed, but yes, I'm a new client. Shall I
Gather your
introduce
contact
myself?
information, then I'll have someone give you a call on Monday when our offices reopen to discuss this with you.
Is this part of the interview? Or?
I'm sorry?
Oh dear, okay. I think I've just kind of effed this up. This job interview that was a surprise. I didn't know that it was going to be one of these kind of deals. I was trying to call after hours and just get a recording, you know? And then someone answered, and I was like totally thrown off.
Are you going to start a legal case?
I was calling about this job that they're hiring for.
I believe you might have the wrong number. This is for legal claims.
No, this is the legal claims number that they're hiring for, because the man who is currently answering the phone, this is where it gets awkward, he's acting like a dick to people who call in. They're looking to replace him. I'm not trying to make it awkward. Can you put me on with the manager that's going to hire me? Huh?
There's no one else for you to talk with at this time. I'm the supervisor for this office.
I'd like to supervise your dick, you big son of a bitch.
You have a good evening.
Well, you do the same.
That's one of the dickiest people we've called in a long, long time. I think we should call him back.
I'm going to be quiet for a minute.
Thank you for calling the law offices of Science and Kirk. Please press 1 now to be connected to an agent.
No, you're good.
Thank you for calling the law offices of Science and Kirk. Please hold, and your call will be answered as quickly as possible.
For quality assurance purposes, this call may be monitored or recorded. Please stay on the line.
Science and Kirk established the country's first free...
Thank you for calling Science and Kirk. My name is Dan. Are you an existing client or calling to start a new case?
Oh, is there someone there? Hello.
Yes, hello. This is Science and Kirk.
I interrupted you.
You did not. Are you calling to start a new case, or are you an existing client with us?
Yes.
Or are you just calling to waste
May I have your
more?
name,
What kind of
please?
case is it that you are calling about?
May I have your name, please?
Dan, what kind of case is it that you are calling about?
Gladstone. And you had a question after that?
Hello?
And what kind of a case are you calling about?
That sounds scary.
Bedminster type 42?
I believe you have the wrong number. You have a good evening.
If you quit working after only 4 hours, you'd probably get fired from your job, right?
Zero.
got some good breathing. It's facilitating everything I need for it to do. How you doing, Mike?
Doing well. How are you?
Pretty good.
I like that answer.
It's a good answer. Kira, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Doing great.
Good.
So what'd you get at Whataburger, Mike? For the 14th time?
The breakfast on a bun.
On a bun, yeah. So it was good?
Yeah. It was the one complaint that I have
was that it took 2 hours to get it.
Well, that's the second complaint that I have.
Yes.
The only other complaint I would have is they missed the bun with my sausage patty. So in turn, when the cheese melted on the egg and everything, you know, they kind of...
That's something that even, you know, people who get food from McDonald's are very familiar with what you're describing.
Yeah.
Something that didn't happen until Whataburger got taken over by a certain company. Kira, I'm sorry.
$99. It's a Whataburger fresh and made to order. A regular order for $99. It's a Whataburger fresh and made to order. A regular order for $99. It's a...
That's a Wetzel's Pretzels.
Are you near water?
It's pretty funky, that like MC Hammer.
Yeah, it sounds nothing like this.
Wait, who did they rip off?
A little game called...
Batwider.
This happened to be a situation where I could play a soundboard that was the sound chip of this video arcade game by Rising.
Mike.
Yeah, so I was...
Rex and Effects?
It's rectums and infections.
Wait, she has to do that. Has she done that helps. Song? She has to do that song.
We never got around to our karaoke gal.
Yeah, she did Humpty Dance. Remember?
Well, not in my mind.
Oh. Humpty. I want to see if she does. She doesn't do Rump Shaker.
Do you think there was Richard Kind doing that?
Possibly.
Shaking his rump. You know, this is my rump, and I'm shaking it. Yeah.
I thought a catheter was a catheter.
Yeah, it seems I have no comment for this moment in Pran Funkels history.
Woo!
I'm filming here. It's rolling. Don't stop it at all. Just give it to me when I'm done. 4 or 5. That's it. You sure it's working? Yeah. that's where we're going. So.
Are you ready?
Alright, sing now. Wait. Here we go. Tune,
Now that font.
All I wanna do is I'ma zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Just shake the rock. All I wanna do is I'ma zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Just shake the rock. All I wanna do is I'ma zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Just shake the rock. All I wanna do is I'ma zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. Just shake the rock. All I wanna do is
I like that rock shaking song.
check, baby, 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, baby, 1. Check, baby, 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, baby.
Okay, that's... Little of that goes a long way.
Let's dial some numbers and I'll shut up.
No, you're good. It's called Person Who Controls Murder, Drugs, Sex.
Mr. Sue.
Please leave your message for 8.
Hey, smart mouth.
Pendle Clinwood, Cole.
Muslix.
Please leave your message.
Muslix.
Here we're doing a 10-pound turkey.
No, 3.
I'm not going to do that.
We go over.
J-O, no, 3.
We go over.
J-O, no,
We go
3.
We go over.
J-O, no.
To replay your message, press 1. To
Muslix.
Mooselix. It's like, tell this moose, stop licking me.
Here we're doing a 10-pound turkey.
No, 3.
I'm not going to do that.
We go over.
J-O, no, 3.
We go over.
It's like prog rock or something.
Oh, shit.
J-O, no,
We go over.
Here we go.
We go over.
To replay your message, press 1. To
Oh, why'd you make it stop, Kira?
Magic fairy, I can make it come back.
We go over.
Thank you.
We go over. We go over. We go over.
Blar, bleep, blar, bleep, blar. I'm establishing that I know there is some anchor in reality at some point. I'm not claiming to have a grasp on it right now, but I think that it exists. Okay.
Well, I don't even remember making that Weekle Whoppers thing. Like,
Mike?
Some of these have been sitting in folders forever and they've just never been played.
Maybe they didn't give and you're gonna go.
They made the donkey kind?
That was from September 6, 2020, and it's just now getting played for the first time.
That was a clip you made?
Yeah. That's how many I had
Good.
saved that I hadn't played yet.
How many others can you tell? How many haven't been played yet?
Yeah, looks like I'm down to... about 18 more that I haven't played.
18, just the number, or 1,800 or 1,000 or million?
Just 18.
Okay. Alright, well, but that seems like a margin we should stay in.
Just picture like a giant sea turtle at the bottom of the ocean just swimming along and saying Weekle Whoppers.
Weekle Whoppers, Weekle Whoppers.
It's kind of soothing.
If only anyone would call in with a trivia question involving mid to late 80s video game or cartoon trivia.
Yeah, like, I was gonna call in like 3 weeks ago. What happened?
And he knows the number, right? Should we give it to him?
I think he has it if he was gonna call.
Oh, what happened? What happened?
What do you mean?
I heard some noises.
I didn't. Mike, did you hear anything?
Okay.
I heard a faint noise of I believe it was a teacup that somebody was holding by the handle, and they were hitting the side of it with the handle part of a spoon.
I'm going to go ahead and say that Mike is high.
No, that's what happened.
I know. And the fact that you can acknowledge that that is what happened reiterates that what I said. Kira?
Want to fess up?
What?
Stopper. Well, you not had a lot of luck with all these stoppers, Susan, popping up.
There's a company that Bertha might want to call. It just sounds, that word would be funny if she said it. See it? Mike
yes.
does.
I'm looking at, okay, the private chat.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. For Bertha.
No, dick pic.
The goal.
Yeah, where's that dick pic that was supposedly sent?
Thank you for calling Norton LifeLock. Your call will be recorded to ensure you receive the best service possible. Enrollment in Norton LifeLock service is easy. It takes just a few minutes. Please have your major credit or debit card ready. To enroll in Norton LifeLock or to learn more about enrolling in our services, press 1. If you are already...
Your call will be recorded to ensure the best possible service. Please wait while we connect you to the next available agent.
Thank you for calling sales for Norton and LifeLock Security Products. This is Diana on a recorded line. Who do you have the pleasure of speaking with?
Tom Saltermeyer, PhD. How you doing?
I'm doing good, sir. Thank you so much for asking. And may I know from what state do you live in?
New Hampshire.
Okay, thank you so much. And how did you learn or hear about us?
I beg your pardon?
I'm so sorry. I'm hearing a lot of background noise. Is that your
I'm
TV?
sorry. I'm sorry, ma'am. There is some background noise there.
Yeah, I am hearing like someone's shouting. So, is that your TV?
I apologize, ma'am. It's I prefer not to acknowledge exactly where the sound came from that you may or may not have heard.
But is there someone with you right now who might hear our conversation?
I beg your pardon?
Is there someone with you right now who might hear our conversation? Are you with someone else right now? Because if you are with someone else, sir, I will need to get your consent.
That was my robot boner.
I'm sorry?
Just hang on a second.
Get up, you sleepyhead. Haul your hiney out of bed. Motivate your sleepyhead and haul your hiney out of bed. Now don't just lay there like you're dead, feeling like you made a lead. Just move your body like I said and haul your hiney out of bed. Don't hit no snooze on your alarm. Get up and spray your underarms.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, is there someone there?
I'm sorry?
May I have your name, please?
Am I talking to a different person now?
Yes.
I'm sorry. May you know who am I speaking with?
My name is Seal.
Okay. And from what state do you reside in?
I beg your pardon?
From what state do you live in?
South Dakota.
Okay, thank you so much. And before we continue, is there someone with you who might hear our conversation?
May I have your zip code, please?
I'm so sorry. What do you mean by zip code? You are the one who contacted us in here.
Please.
Is this like a prank call or?
I beg your pardon?
It's not for
Is
the
this
prompts.
Is this like a sum of a prank call?
This is a business line, not for the pranks, okay?
Okay, I'm so sorry, sir. But what exactly is the reason why you called us in here? Because I don't know who am I talking to, honestly.
I didn't quite understand what you were talking about, a pneumatic tube.
Are you calling in to get an identity theft protection services?
Yes.
Okay. If you're calling
type
to
42?
get an... I'm sorry?
Bedminster type 42?
I'm so sorry, I'm not quite understanding you.
I interrupted you.
Yeah, but I'm not quite understanding your question.
You had a question after that?
No. I mean, you have a question, ma'am. You have given me. I cannot understand you clearly because you are
That's
calling in, or
right.
someone contacted us in here.
That's quite all right.
I'm sorry.
Can I have the street name if you'd kindly spell it?
Street name?
Yes.
What do you mean by street name? You're calling Norton and LifeLock.
Is there an apartment or a unit number at this location?
I'm so sorry, but I don't think that this is right because you are calling in Norton and LifeLock, and earlier I am talking to Mr. Thompson.
That's quite all right.
If this is some of...
Mr. Tom
Saltermeyer, if this is...
PhD, ma'am, don't not
Closer?
recognize my PhD, if you don't mind.
Okay, but why am I talking to someone else, not you, sir?
Ma'am.
Why are we on a three-way call? This number has been reported as prank. Thank you.
Well, because I have a PhD and I'm a fan of three-way situations.
Okay, well, sir, I will have your phone number be reported, so be ready, okay? Thank you for calling Norton and LifeLock.
It's turning me on. I like what you're saying.
Okay, well, sir, I will have you...
Call just dropped. Didn't say. I didn't do the doodaloot. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. She hung up, I guess, or we got disconnected. It just, there was no hang-up noise. That was really entertaining, though. Like, what was she doing? Trying to scare us with speakerphone in the background?
I think so.
Let's call her back. What she say, get ready? Maybe she's playing some Space Harrier.
Get ready.
Thank you for calling Norton LifeLock. Your call will be recorded to ensure you receive the best service possible. Enrollment in Norton LifeLock service is easy. It takes just a few minutes. Please have your major credit or debit card ready. To enroll in Norton LifeLock.
Your call will be recorded to ensure the best possible service. Please wait while we connect you to the next available agent.
Poundin'. That's kind of an Orville Redenbacher.
Thank you for calling Norton LifeLock. Your call will be recorded to ensure you receive the best service possible. Enrollment in Norton LifeLock service is easy. It takes just a few minutes. Please have your major credit or debit card ready. To enroll in Norton LifeLock or to learn more about...
Your call will be recorded to ensure the best
Norton
possible service.
LifeLock did.
Please wait while
Good
we
night.
connect you to the next available agent.
Alright, I tried a different number, but I'm not gonna sit there and listen to that stuff, but we gotta go now, I think. Mike, anything to add?
No, I don't think so.
Alright, love you a lot. Like to fancy you.
Good talking with you. We've got mosquitoes and yellow flies through dog days.
We go first. We go first. We go first.